You just go in the backyard and...
No, because it all goes into the machines. We don't. Yeah.
You just can't go out there and grab a teat and fill up a bucket.
No, not
well, you
me.
could, but it's to be unpasteurized milk.
I wouldn't. Know
Yeah, but it'd be a lot of people drink that.
My milk isn't pasteurized. It goes through filters, but it's not. It's not pasteurized and homogenized and vitamin.
Once it goes to Agrimark, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Agrimark.
I used to go with my uncle when I was a kid. He did that on the weekends. So it was his second job. Drive a milk tanker and go to all these farms and pick up all the milk, and then drive it to Agrimark.
So that sounds
really?
fun.
Well, yeah. Cool.
Interesting. When I was a kid, we had like 5 different local dairies right here in Westfield, and they processed their milk there. We had one by Abner Gibbs School, and there was Casey's, and there was Purity, and Hood, and Liptax, and I wonder if that's
Pioneer
all
out in Southwick.
Pioneer was owned by good friends of ours, Pioneer Dairy.
The guy that owned that came on with Joe Didi.
Yeah.
When Joe first started his show, we did an hour interview.
Yep. He finally passed away.
It was a blast interviewing him.
He was a great guy. A funny story about Pioneer Dairy. They had a break-in one time, and they broke in, and they had their dog with them. So when the police came, they ran. And they left the dog inside, and the dog had a license.
Oops.
Oops is right.
Yeah, take the collar off for that one.
Yeah, I don't think they were the brightest pennies in the bank, but oh well.
Now, your cows, I know you must be feeding them grain, but do they also eat the grass out in the fields there?
Yeah, it's different now, Ken, than it was when, years ago. They have nutritionists come and they tell you what to mix and what to put in and how to balance it, and that's their job. The nutritionists come and always tell you how to do all that. So, yeah, they eat the grass outside, and I find, and I could be wrong, I guess the farmer would have to tell me, but I find the milk, the raw milk in the summer, to be sweeter. Because they're eating the green grass.
Well, you see, there's a method behind my thinking here.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Because if they are, in fact, eating that grass...
Should I run?
The butter you could churn from that stuff must be great.
I'll bet it is. We buy the Cabot butter. But, you can't just leave them out to eat the grass. When they say something's grass-fed, that'd be like you eating the same thing all the time. It's okay, but there's other nutrients that they really need. So that's why I have to bring them in the morning. They go outside and they eat the grass, but then when we bring them in, they have the grain that has the things that you really need for them.
So there's no singing or massaging like the Wagyu beef?
We don't have to massage their colons if that's what you're Thank you very much, but no. No.
Have you ever had Wagyu beef?
No, I have not.
Oh, my God.
No, I have not.
I had the opportunity to have some in Vegas a few years ago. It was heaven. It was expensive. That dinner cost me $150. But I'll never forget.
Yeah, really not worth it.
I'll never forget that Wagyu beef I had.
What is it?
It's a Japanese cow. And actually, over in America now, we've bred them with the Black Angus. But the cows are cared for and loved.
The cow spa.
And they're constantly rubbed and massaged and fed a certain diet.
Don't tell Bob that.
And there is
the fat marbling.
The marbling is off the hook with everything but the loin, and because the loin is always there's no marbling in a loin,
right?
But everything just has this intense marbling in it, and it just...
Which usually translates to flavor. The bad stuff is always the best tasting stuff.
Yeah.
Curious, though, on the flip side, are you going to try the Impossible Whopper?
I've heard of this.
Yeah.
What is that?
An Impossible Burger is a totally plant-based burger that they've scientifically created to have all the properties of beef. And so then it cooks like beef, it tastes like beef, allegedly. I haven't had one yet. But Burger King just partnered with them, and they're offering the Impossible Whopper.
Yeah, well, at CES, they had a machine that was printing out steak.
Well, to each his own. I have no problem with that. To each his own.
I'll go for the real thing, thank you.
I know, me too, but that's just personal.
9:32. Let's do a quick break, Pete.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by Bay State Dental. Comprehensive dentistry at 14 convenient locations in Springfield, Chicopee, Longmeadow, West Springfield, Belchertown, East Longmeadow, Ludlow, Northampton, Greenfield, and Wilbraham, as well as 29 Broad Street in Westfield. Bay State Dental makes it a priority to help you achieve and maintain the healthy smile you deserve. On the web at baystatedental.com.
We thank the generosity of our underwriters. For more information, please contact the Westfield State Foundation at 413-572-8646. Friday mornings is something different on 89.5 FM. It's JP's Talk About Town.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB. Live from the campus of Westfield State University, this is 89.5 FM WSKB Westfield.
What makes you so special? The fact that you are special. But if everybody's special, that kinda waters it down. So some of you ain't special. I can tell you who is special. Like you and you ain't special, and you are and you're not.
9:30. Kathy.
You got Kathy on that one.
You know how many times I wanted to do that?
My gosh, you were
That one hit her funny bone.
It did.
Hard.
It did.
You were quite animated there.
All of them.
Yeah, usually the only thing that I see that lights you up is that.
I know, that's my other favorite. Yep, that's my iconic behavior. Okay, moving along now, boys and girls.
I've never seen Palmer react that way before.
I know.
That was funny.
My God.
Well,
That was a knee slapper.
Did you get into my bupropion?
I spend so much time smiling. We once did 2 sessions of theater a couple years back. So I was going from the morning from a 9 to 12 session to a 12 to 4 session, and 12 to 3. And it was crazy. And I had this young girl that worked with me, and she was just adorable, loved her to pieces. But we got all done, and she said, Mrs. Palmer, I just have one question. And I said, yes, Stephanie, what is it? She said, how do you get to the end of the day and you're still smiling? Even though it might be a maniacal smile at that point. And I just said, practice. A lot of practice.
Tennessee whiskey.
Pharmaceuticals.
Pharmaceuticals help. Mood enhancers.
Hey, Kathy.
Yes, dear. Yes, dear. What?
Bless your heart.
Oh, no.
Okay. Yes.
I'm not sure what that one is.
Aren't you special?
I have a good idea.
Yeah, we can't go there with
No,
that
we
one.
can't. We can't.
But she knows what that means.
Yes, I do. I do.
Bless your heart.
That was a trigger of some sort.
It was
Dan and I weren't privy to
all
it.
right, fill in the blanks here, Dan.
Okay.
When you would
Have
really
the dump
like
button
to
ready.
say something that we cannot say without the dump bucket, you just look at them and go, "Bless your heart," or
And in your head, you're
Isn't
hearing
that
Yosemite
special?
Sam.
Right.
Well, no, you're hearing something else.
It's
Isn't
okay.
that
I'm trying to go PG. You're hearing Yosemite Sam.
Yes. Yes.
Bless your heart, Pete.
And
Bless your heart.
So if you see Ken and I look at each other and go,
Bless your heart.
you know what we're thinking.
Looking daggers across the room.
Yes. Yes.
You mentioned theater. There's something going on in the theater right now, isn't there?
There is, and this will segue right into Dan because it is based on a fabulous book, and Dan can tell us about the book. We are doing Tuck Everlasting. It is the last weekend.
Come on, it's well known.
And I'm
Dan.
sure we do have it in the Athenaeum.
Yes.
It
Let's
is
see if
by
it's available.
Natalie Babbitt. And the interesting thing, Dan, is this is one of those novels that masks as a children's novel, but actually is an adult philosophical ending.
For sure. I mean, it has some very heavy topics covered
It
in
is.
that. So
It
if you
is.
are going to share it with your children, be prepared for, those discussions.
You know, I've read it to third graders, and in the end of it, they don't really question a lot of it. It's the way the third grade mind works.
Right.
And they don't
So that
take
means
so
I would
much
get
of
it, right?
You might. I don't know, Ken. Maybe not. We'd have to think about it. But Pete and his girlfriend might. I'm sorry, I couldn't let that go. So we do have that in the Boys and Girls Library.
Yeah, I'm guessing because of the play, it's checked out, and actually both of the versions of it as e-book and e-audio are checked out as well. So
excellent.
It's garnering some interest in the local community. So thank you for that.
It's an easy read. You can sit down and read it at one time. It is suitable for, it's a reading level, I would say third grade and up. I don't know.
Yeah,
if you have a
third
reading
or
level
fourth
then,
grade. I
but-
think it's when they typically read that in school. So
Yeah, and she has other books. She has my favorite, Ninoc Rise. Do you have Ninoc Rise? People aren't as familiar with Ninoc Rise. Are you familiar with that?
I don't think I've read that one.
Oh,
and actually, it didn't look like we had it. All we had by Natalie Babbitt was Tuck Everlasting. But let me see if we've got it in the system.
You have to find Ninoc Rise.
For High Street. Ninoc Rise. 4 copies available in CW Marner. So I have not read that one yet. Oh, and it was an award winner? Or a medal finalist? It shows on the picture there that it was a Newbery or a Caldecott medal winner. So that's interesting, and I don't know it.
Yeah, you want to get a hold of it and take a look at Ninoc Rise. Ninoc Rise takes place in a town that has a notorious, for want of a better word, I would say monster, that only comes down at certain times. He only seems to come down when there's a storm. So they have a big fair at the end of the year, and of course everybody waits for the Megramum to come down the mountain. And he does. And I won't tell you what happens in the end. The end is, again, her ending is an adult ending. It's kind of like a Twilight Zone ending when you turn around and you go, oh, yeah, I get it. I get it. Like in Tuck Everlasting, and everybody knows Tuck Everlasting really is about this family, and I'm not giving away any spoilers. This family finds a spring, and the spring gives them everlasting life, but they get it at the age they are at. And
you never advance any further.
You never age from, so I would always be in my dotage. Oh, goody. Oh, fun. So in the end, it raises a couple philosophical questions that you would have to think of. And that's what Ninoc Rise does. And in today's political atmosphere that we have, the lesson of Ninoc Rise is really awesome. So I would highly recommend that you take a look at it.
Yeah.
Your kids are a little young,
Right.
but in another year or two, they would really enjoy it. Besides, it's got a cat in it, so I like that one.
And there's another another version, a publication. So there's 13 copies
That
of that.
is
So
the
there's
one
a lot
that
of,
I have.
Yeah, that's the older publication. So
Yeah.
the reprint only has 4.
That's the one that I have.
Maybe one will show up at the book sale coming up.
Right. Yeah. You read my mind. I was going to be mentioning that when you gave me a chance. So coming up at the end of the month is the Friends book sale. So you could look for Ninoc Rise there, or one of many. I mean, we're getting a lot of donations, so there's still time if you do have books or movies or anything at your house that you want to donate to our annual book sale. The Friends would be more than happy. You can just bring them on down to the Athenaeum. There's some boxes right in the children's room or up in the adult section where you can just drop your stuff off.
Are they going to have the drop-off day again, like the last time, or they've already had that?
They've already had that, but like I said, there's still, all day, every day, there's the stuff in the library, so you can just bring it on in. And the Friends preview night, so if you're a Friends member, you can come into the preview night on the 24th, and then...
That's a Wednesday?
That's a Wednesday,
Mm-hmm.
and that's, I think it starts at 5. I should have checked the exact time.
And you can sign up to be a friend on the spot.
Right, you can sign up on the spot. If you're also a teacher, Just bring in anything that proves that you're a teacher, or if you're a homeschool parent or something, you can get in free to preview night without being a Friends member, and they give
the
you
manic look on their face would qualify.
Yeah.
The coffee.
And then Thursday,
you also get a coupon, and then it's Thursday,
general public.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It's open to the general public. Pretty much all of our open hours. So stop on.
Open hours. Okay, Pete, you might want to check the slide on community access with the hours for that.
Okay.
I think it says till 2:00.
Well, so the Saturday they close a little bit early so they can start packing up, because we close at 5 on Saturday. So so Saturday it doesn't go all the way till 5 o'clock.
So I can show up at 5:30 on Thursday after work and
find some
it's
goodies
still going on.
Yeah.
When you open till during the week?
So we're open till 8 on we're open till 8 Monday through Thursday. We're open till 5 on Friday and Saturday.
All right, I'll be able to make it this time.
Sweet.
There you go.
I missed the book sale the last time. I'm super upset.
Yeah.
Because usually I come out with 2 huge bags of books.
I mean, you can find some real goodies there. I usually buy a ton of items for my kids.
You get first pick, don't you?
Preview not like everybody else.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
All right. It's like me with used hi-fi gear. Something comes into the shop, it might end up at my house before I even think about putting it up on the shelf.
Yeah.
I mean, it happens.
Now, a quick question about the book sale. Do you recommend that people bring their bags to take it out in? Or
you certainly can. I mean, we try to have some available. They if people bring in donations of plastic bags as well, that's helpful.
All right.
But if you've got your canvas bags or anything like that, you can load
They're
those up pretty
reusables in
heavy.
your car.
Yeah. So
make sure whatever you use has handles, because you have to lug everything back to your vehicle.
Well, that's why I'm asking, because people love to really, really buy a lot of books.
I mean, some people bring in big boxes too, because they load up boxes of books at the book sale. So we appreciate those people as well. There's some book dealers that come in and try and find good stuff that they're going to either sell online, or if they have a used bookstore or something, they'll show up to stock up.
Yeah, never thought of that, but that makes sense.
Yeah.
Look at this. It's just about 9:45. I want to do a quick break, and then we're going to hit the activities going on.
I've got some fun ones.
All right.
Westfield State University is now enrolling for their College for Kids program that runs this summer from July 8th through August 2nd. Classes are available for 4 weeks for students ages 5 through 15 in topics such as digital media, science, magic, cooking, and art. To register online for the courses, visit our website at www.westfield.ma.edu/CFK.
Underwriting for WSKB's community radio programming is brought to you in part by R. Levesque Associates. They are offering landscape architecture, civil engineering, environmental permitting, and land surveying. RLA is a second-generation company devoted to excellence in the planning and design of outdoor spaces. On the web at rlaland.com or at 40 School Street in Westfield.
Give a Hoot Day 2019. Fellow Westfield State students and alumni, please join us for this year's Give a Hoot Day on April 10th and 11th. The Give a Hoot event plans to focus 1,839 minutes of their efforts on encouraging donor participation in support of securing the best possible future for the university as well as its current students. This year, Give a Hoot Day is putting emphasis on increasing student participation with the event. For Give a Hoot Day, donation jars will be located in both Wilson Cafe and the Dining Commons, one for each class, as a fun way to raise money for the university. When placing a donation, students will have the chance to write down their name and graduation year. The class with the most students who participated will win a cash prize for their class council. Hashtag Give a Hoot Day will be held on April 10th and 11th this year at Westfield State University. We are encouraging all students to wear their Westfield State University gear on these days to help showcase their school pride and sense of community.
We thank the generosity of our underwriters. For more information, please contact the Westfield State Foundation at 413-572-8646.
Wednesday mornings from 6 till 8, it's Tina Gorman with Wake Up Wednesday.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from the campus of Westfield State University, this is 89.5 FM, WSKB, Westfield.
Welcome, Dano.
Here's Dan Paquette, Westfield Athenaeum's Executive Director. Book 'em, Dano.
89.5 WSKB.
What's going on down at the library, Dan?
I did just want to confirm the Friends Preview Night, so if you're a Friend member, it starts at 4, not 5.
Okay.
I was worried it was at 4, but I couldn't remember. So I will also say this is National Library Week. I hope you guys are all celebrating.
National Library Week?
Yes.
Really?
It is.
All right.
I put up my tree.
Good.
I
You have your
did.
tree.
I did, and I sent out the cards.
The lights on the house and everything. I will also say today, Tuesday, April 9th is also National Library Workers Day, so if you guys want to buy me something nice, that's fine.
Oh. We left your gift at home.
Next month. You can bring it next month. That's fine. I did mention that there's some cool programs coming up and happening.
Mm-hmm.
One of the fun ones that I had not heard of this before, but we're going to be doing it. We're going to have a balloon room. One of our new study rooms during April vacation. We're going to take one of the study rooms in the children's area and fill it full of balloons, and then let people try and walk through it. Find the windows, find different.
Oh, you're walking through, so they're not helium.
No helium.
Oh, damn.
That's called an office prank.
Yeah.
Cute. That's cute.
So that's on the 18th during vacation week, and it's going to be going all day long from 10 to 5. So stop on in.
Firefighters do that. They just burn things to make smoke. Same thing.
Find your way out.
Smokehouse, yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say I don't know where we're promoting that in the library.
No, it's training. Smokehouse, yeah.
Well, they can get training with balloons if they want to come on over in full gear or whatever. I'm sure the kids would love that as well. So.
You might want to invite them.
Yeah. One of the other neat things that we've started is a middle school and another one of a high school writing group. So kids that are into creative writing or want to be better writers.
So when they get older, they can write. You know what, Pete?
Yeah, they can help you out. And so those are new programs that we've started this month. Today there's also, is that happening? It's tonight. I thought it was tonight. Countdown to kindergarten. So if you have young kids in preschool that are getting ready to go to kindergarten next year, come on in. There's a great program. Where's the other one? Oh, I didn't realize we're.
You know what? We do this every month you're on.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. There it is. I was trying to find it. There's a theater group also meeting on the 18th at 11 a.m. for kids. And then this month is also Poetry Month. That's what I was trying to find. So there's poetry contests for children, teens, and adults. So if you like to write poetry or you have someone in your life that likes to write poetry, Pete, your girlfriend, does she write poetry?
No, she doesn't.
Roses are red, violets are blue.
Pete said my girlfriend.
Remember, Pete, vodka is cheaper than dinner for two.
Oh, no, that was terrible. Oh, Dan, keep going. What else?
There's also Teen Tech Tuesdays. So teens can come in and use some new and cool technology, some little like coding toys and different fun.
No flying drones around downtown.
No, I don't believe we've used any drones yet, either in the library or outside. Maybe in the future. You know someone with a drone who wants to come in and run a program?
I want to go down and play with a drone.
Yeah.
Actually, they have drones that herd cows. They're about $3,000.
And they replace your collie?
Yeah.
But you're not going to snuggle up with a drone in the night, are you?
I would.
You would just pet your drone.
Pet your drone.
Drones are hot.
Another cool thing happening during school vacation week, where we've done this once before and we're doing it again, Cupcake Wars.
Mm-hmm.
So teens are invited to come in. We'll provide all the materials you need to decorate a cupcake, and
so they're not baking the cupcake. The cupcake is already
pre-baked cupcake. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So those are some really cool events happening for teens and children.
Great.
And then there it is. For adults, I was going to mention that the Oscar film series continues on April 29th. It's the last in the series where we're showing some of the titles that were nominated for Best Film. Mm-hmm. And so this one we're showing The Green Book. So come on down April 29th at 5:45. We'll be showing that.
Mm-hmm.
And that is downstairs?
Down in the Lang Auditorium.
Okay.
And there's...
Now can you bring popcorn or something like that to that movie?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, if you want to. We ask that you be clean and neat about eating in the library.
All right.
So clean up after yourself. But people bring in food and enjoy their movie.
Nice.
The upcoming First Thursday's concert That's Eve Capelli, and she'll be playing blues, country, rock, and jazz. So a cornucopia of
We have both types, country and western.
And at what time is that, Dan?
So those are at 1 o'clock. The first Thursday of every month is our, so it runs October through May. So this is actually the last of the series. During the summer, we have like our summer reading program and other activities. So we take a break, but that's happening. And then the last of the speaker series is on Lyme disease, which, is actually a year-round thing now, in Massachusetts and pretty much all of the United States. But it's dangerous, and you need to know about it. So our speaker's coming in on May 15th. That's Maria. Maria is her first name. She has a last name, and I'm not going to pronounce it.
Come on, give it a shot.
Malaguti? Malaguti, I'm going with.
Okay.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, and so she's from the Lyme Disease Resource Center. So.
Oh, interesting. And you now have your handicap accessible entrance in the back.
Yeah. So.
And parking in the back, so people can get into these series and very easily.
Yeah. That's it's a lot easier for people trying to get in and out of the building now. So.
Excellent.
Whatever your ability level is, we're there to serve you.
Did we get everything out for the library we needed to get out?
I think we did. Yeah. Thank you.
And if they didn't write it down, they can find all the information
on westath.org, WESTATH.org.
Dan Paquette, thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having me, as always.
All right.
It's always a blast.
Things are going to get a little messed up the next month and a half with the scheduling. May, on the second Tuesday, that's the big celebration week. I'm going to have all 350 board people coming in here.
Yep.
You're welcome to come in because you're like downtown. You're surrounded by this. You look at the cake all day long.
We're the end of the parade.
Yeah, we're going to be stealing your internet for the parade.
Right.
So that'll be the next opportunity for you to be in here. And then the tail end of May is when we do making the list. And you were here. You already know what the category is going to be.
You have to send that to me because I don't quite get it, but
I'll explain, Lucy.
It's gonna be fun.
Next week, Pete is out of town. I am deciding whether or not I'm going to come in here and have Chef come in, or if I'm just going to find the best of to play. I'll let you know on social media what my decision is.
I could sleep in.
I'll let Pete know.
Or we could tape a show.
I'll let Pete know prior to going to social media, though. I'll give you that respect. That way, there,
a couple of hours.
You can report my decision to your girlfriend.
Okay.
She'll be waiting with bated breath, I'm sure.
This poor girl. Please tell her she has my sympathies. Really, this poor thing.
She would be right there with you guys busting my chops if she was here.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I'm not picking on her. I'm picking on Pete.
She's down with that.
2 weeks from now, Polka Hall of Famer Billy Bellino will be in the studio.
I'll be here for one.
And then 3 weeks from now, Harry Rock will be in to talk about that great big 350th celebration coming up in just about a month or so.
Yeah, really.
It's coming fast. Boy, we started, 2 years ago at least?
5 weeks.
And man, we just started rehearsal for the play. Holy moly.
And next week, or even the week after that, if I don't come in next week, we can talk about that play, too, because we're all out of time. You always do that to me. You just open up your trap when I'm trying to close out. I want to thank everyone for tuning in or reviewing Channel 15. That's all I have for you.
There's always something about coming back home. City lights approaching over the bridge and into this town. Traffic stop and moving, and people tend to stay around. Familiar face with the same old crowd, but people still know your name. Who is who and who's to blame for silly pranks before high school games of hockey, football, baseball, still the same. Generations go on past and mornings go by way too fast. We don't need another time. We don't need another vision, because we're here and now in Westfield, Mass. Still moving forward, built to last. Held on values we hold true. Westfield is here to stay. Stanley Park to Little River Road, so many opportunities arose. Manufacture whips and arms and gear. The supply chain of the world starts here. Heroes rise and call upon police and fire and National Guard. Community will rise above to protect and serve in our backyard. We don't need another time. We don't need another vision. We're headed now in Westfield, Mass. Still moving forward, built to last. Held on values we hold true. Still raise high, red, white, and blue. We're proud and strong to get the job done. Make some time for a little fun. Come see what we've done today. Westfield is here to stay. Life of Dickens days, sprinkles holiday cheer, mom winter's rays, street lights glow with gaslight warmth to bring us back to charm. We hold tight to tradition here and celebrate 350 years of rebuilds, wars fought, and kids coming home from victories, losses, and parts unknown. They don't need another time. They don't need another vision. They're coming home to Westfield, Mass. Still moving forward, built to last. Held on values we hold true. Still raise high, red, white, and blue. They're proud and strong to get the job done. But make some time for a little fun. Come see what they've done today. Westfield is here to stay. Here to stay.